Before we came to Houzz, I was doing a lot of stuff by myself and trying to keep up with clients and different jobs. As you got more and more jobs coming in, man, it's pretty tough, with estimating, invoicing, and trying to do all that. So when you don't have some type of system coming in to be able to organize your leads, your estimates, your invoices, your measurements, when you don't have a system, then a lot of this is getting done on paper. And when you got one guy, maybe two guys, and you're trying to do this manually, papers everywhere, and you're trying to do all this stuff, and it's just overwhelming. I had some programs that I had before Houzz that would, they would send out invoices and let you do estimates and things, but just really the whole setup, was kind of grueling. With Houzz, it's like I found everything in one spot. And so I like that. I don't like doing a lot of, have this for this over here and then that for that over there. I like to try to keep it all together. It helps me get my day organized a little bit better. I should have been doing this, a year ago. I should have been doing this 6 months ago. It's been a really good tool for our business. The first thing that drawed me in with Houzz was the 3D scanning. Whenever I seen that, I was like, whoa, I got to see what's going on here with this 3D scanning, because I'm all the time we're measuring bathrooms and kitchens, and you pulling tapes and you do all this stuff. And the clients, when they would see that rolling out and they'd see you just drawing this whole room out, they were just like blown away. What in the world is that? I'll do a follow-up call or call them back in a day or so, and after they've had other contractors in there and doing stuff, and they say, we really liked you guys. And your setup is just a lot more professional than what these other guys are putting out, and how you came in and did that was very impressive. So I got several jobs just because we had that app. And now we use it on everything. That scanner goes everywhere. Getting leads, that's probably the best move that I made, was just going full force in with you there, and it's pulled us back to where we're not so dependent on other areas, to where we can pull money out and not have to sink those marketing dollars into some of these other places, because Houzz has got a good system the way that they do their leads. I mean, you can't beat it. You just cannot beat that. And I know, because I've been in the Angie's List and the thumbtacks and the home guides and the home advisor, all that stuff. Man, I poured tens of thousands of dollars into all that stuff. Every lead that I've got off of Houzz was all a high-end lead. That's definitely paid for our whole house for a couple of years, easily. We definitely, made good profits off of those leads that came in. I used to build old cars and stuff, and I get that same feeling, whenever I'm accomplishing things in my business and putting those things in order. To see that come together is exciting, to think that, hey man, you're about to be able to pull your hands off of this, and it's going to be able to run itself. We've scaled up since we've had Houzz. Now there's a system built that is working like a well-oiled machine. To have done that 5 years ago would have put us, of course, 3 years ahead. You can't beat it. You just cannot beat that.
It's no longer a mom and pop back of his truck operation. He's got a bucket to put information in that he can use to his advantage to better communicate with his clients, with his teammate. Everybody has a common language that they can come together and get a better vision of what the common result is.
We want to be able to help our community. We give in certain places. We've got a place called Isaiah House over here that takes care of, foster kids when they first come in. And we have an Emerald Youth. We want to be a big sponsor for those guys, and that's where I see this going. If we didn't have Houzz, I would probably have to have 2 people to do the things that Houzz is doing at least. And that'd be a full-time job. Those are facts. That's facts.
Houzz has afforded Steve the option to run his company lean but mean. So he's not so lean that he's not able to pay his crew, keep everybody well fed and happy, but he doesn't have to take on additional overhead to make sure that his company works. So he can make sure that every dollar that he's bringing in as he's scaling up counts.